Hi, fourth grade flutes. Welcome to your YouTube video. Hopefully you have your packet with you, and I am here so we can play through some of this together. On your packet, you're going to notice you have a fingering chart on the very first page after the cover page. The notes that you're going to want to focus on are B flat, C, D, E flat, and F. All those fingerings are in here. Most of them are going to be towards the top. So pay attention to those notes that we've been working on. After your flute fingering chart, you're going to get to the beginning band scale page. And the one scale that we are going to play through together right now and you want to look at is number 1 on the B flat concert scale. You're going to notice in the first part, it has a B flat as the first note. It's a whole note for 4 beats. Then we have quarter notes that go through all the way to the end of the scale, and it B flat to C, D, E flat, F, E flat, D, C, and then a whole note B flat at the end. So you can listen the first time and you can rewind back and play along with it, but here is how your concert B flat scale should sound for a warm-up. Try to take it slow. You might have to go slower when you're at home. Hopefully you can get your fingers to move a little bit faster as time goes on while you're practicing this at home. That should be a good warm-up as you're starting. Play it through a couple times if you have to. And don't forget, if you're struggling with some of your notes, that you want to reset the tone hole on your lips and then roll it down until you find that note. I know most of us in lessons have been struggling with D, E flat, and F. Remember those fingerings. Remember, you're always pressing your thumb for most of these notes other than C. That's the only one that we aren't going to press our thumb for. But when you get to D, E flat, and F, those higher notes, do your best to try to get the fingering down and slowly play through some of them. Finding that tone hole, put it over the center of your lips, and then guiding it down. You should still feel the tone hole on your bottom lip. Remember, keep the flute up. If it's angled like this, you might not get a sound. Try to keep it straight at a 90-degree angle. Here's that B flat. And try to do that with all of those notes, including C, D, E flat, and F. All right, what I want to do now, as you're going through and watching this, and hopefully you'll be able to play along, is we're going to look at Beethoven's Ninth. Now, this is one that we've been working on in band, and I want you to be able to play through this, and I want you to be able to try to practice this. Now, you might have to take it one measure at a time. That means going really slow. The slower you go at the beginning, if you can get where you're working on those fingerings, you might want to say them before you even play them. Say and finger the note names like we do in our lessons. So take the time, take it slow. I will play it through with you right now, and you can listen, you can finger through. I am going to take it slower on this video so you can see how it is. Now, maybe my slow is still too fast for you, and that's okay. Take time, and you can stop and pause and rewind this as many times as you want so you can practice it. So remember, now we're doing Beethoven's Ninth. I'm going to start right from the beginning. Before you do this, you might want to pause right now and practice maybe just the first 4 measures and then go through 5 through 8, 9 through 12, 13 through 17. A couple things that I want you to note, because we haven't played past really measures 12 in this song and band together, so that's why this is kind of an interesting setup. When you get to like measure 13 here, you're going to notice that you have 2 whole rests. So those are going to be breaks for 4 beats each of those measures. So you'll hear me stop. And the same thing happens down at measure 21 where you see this. So don't forget to pause for those. All right? So I'm going to play through Beethoven's Ninth, and you can follow along, listen. Hopefully over time you might be able to play through this. Here we go. I'm going to count off in 4, and then I'll start. Remember, it's going to be, I'm going to take it slower. It might not be as slow as you want to go, so just keep practicing. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. 4, 1, 2. Here's measure 15. Rest. Here's 21. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, I apologize for if there was a little pause in the video. We had a little meeting that we needed to go to. So where we are is we are right before 25, measure 25. You have 4 measures total of rest. So I'm going to come in right at 25. I'll count myself in. 1, 2, ready, and go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, here's 29. So that is Beethoven's Ninth. So practice that, run through the fingerings, and try to play it. You probably will have to get slower than we did, but hopefully over time, over the next few weeks, we get time to practice, we'll be able to speed it up to the speed that we played it. All right, we're going to go on to it is a new song, but it is all the same fingerings and everything that you have from what we've done over the past few weeks. It is called Bugler's Dream. It is actually something out of and it's called the Olympic Fanfare, so you'll notice it has some similarities to like the Olympic Fanfare sound. What you're going to notice in this song. So if you look at it here, you're going to have quite a few rests, whole rests. So you're going to have to count those rests when we play them together in band, when we finally get together. And most of those, every note that you have is just between B flat and F. Sorry about that, we had another announcement. Anyway, when we're looking at Bugler's Dream, flutes, you guys rest for the first 4 measures, and you come in at measure 5, and the first note that you have is D. And then in that next same measure, in that next note, which are both half notes, you go up to F. So you're going to want to look through this, use the fingering chart to help you, and use the scale sheet to help you figure out what notes they are if you're having trouble and you don't recognize them right away. If you need to write in a few notes with a pencil, go ahead and do that, all right? So I am going to play through this song so you can hear it over time again. Take it measure by measure when you practice. Don't try to play it all at once. Maybe play just measure 5, then maybe add measure 5 and measure 6, and then try just measure 7, and then try 7 and 8. Take it slowly and try to get it all in. So I'm going to start, and I am actually going to start right at measure 5 for time. Here is measure 5 of Bugler's Dream. 1, 2, ready, and go. Rest. 2, 3, 4, measure 12. 2, 3, 4. Here's 15. 2, 3, 4, 16. 2 here, 17. 3, 4, 26, 2, 3, 4, 27, 2, 3, 4, 28, 2, here's 29. Rast, rast. That is Bugler's name. So you hopefully will over time try to practice this, and hopefully we'll be able to play this maybe when we come back. Practice it. Feel free. Again, you have my email. So if you have any questions about it, you can email me, and I'll try to answer them while we are off on break. All right. I hope you have a safe and restful rest of your time off, and hope to see you guys soon.